What's going on, YouTubers and juice boxes out there? This is another episode coming to you today entitled What is in My Work Bag? As you can see, it's a large array of tools on the table. I'm going to break them down one by one for you. First, let me show you the bag that actually holds this. This is a bag that I got off Amazon. It's like a survival bag, tactical bag, a lot of pockets. It does the job. It holds all these tools, I know that. Start from the top. Long screwdriver. Every maintenance man needs to keep one of these with him. Keep one of these with you for prying purposes. Let me see, what's the next one that we have here? Got my magical Husky. 15 in 1. Can't go wrong with this. Several different heads. Good when you're in a jam. One of my favorite tools. Well, it used to be my baby until I got more tools. More tools that I can actually use more often. This is a Klein. This is a 14 in 1 HVAC screwdriver, socket, etc. Down here, have my options. Comes out. You can hook this to a drill. Already has the 1/4 on it and a 5/16. It's good for just HVAC out on units. These two is what you basically need out on units. It was one of my top at one point in time. It was a top. Then I have my Klein tool 7 in 1 socket. This is just sockets by itself. Very handy. Very handy in the clutch. Light work. You gotta know you're finna go do something simple. I usually take these two and probably another tool with me, like some pliers or something. But if I ever come in your apartment, you're probably gonna see me with one of these tools most of the time. Had to get a ratchet. Had to get something ratchet for when you be in tight quarters. It comes in handy. This can come off. This can extend. Can't come off. Because if it did come off, I would put another one on here. At least something that has a sleeve on it. But, what can you say about DeWalt? But you want extra, you're going to have to pay for it. This is one thing I want to say about DeWalt. DeWalt always sell bare tools, but you got to buy the battery separate. And one more thing, what happened to Porter and Cable? Is Porter and Cable still out there? Because I love Porter and Cable. I think Porter and Cable is made by DeWalt though. But DeWalt tools, they seem like they off balance in your hand. You ever put a DeWalt tool in your hand and it kind of fumble around? That's not good when you're on top of a ladder. Strippers. As you can see, I've had a couple of electrical bites on them. There's nothing wrong with that. It happens. But these are, I got 2 pair of them. The only reason I got this and I keep this in my tool bag is because it's still a needle nose. But this one, for some strange reason, strips wire better. Like you can put something in here and strip it, and it's almost like it's not like the gauges are wrong on it. Cause if you look at it, you can see the holes. Like this one has smaller holes than this one. I don't know, but this was like a $2.99 tool on Amazon. It took like 3 weeks to get here. Good old fashioned needle nose. Snips, metal snips. Never know what you run into. Something that you might need to snip out the way. I've used this on blinds and I've used these on a lot of things. I don't even think I got wire cutters because I use this so much. Yeah, I do got a small pair, but I use these most of the time when I'm doing like cutting work. This I found. I was pulling off from a gas station and it was just laying up against the curb like this. I asked the guys that were standing outside, they didn't know who tool this is. They were like, no. So I give it a home, but since I had it, I've used it several times. Like this is perfect going down inside the garbage disposals. It's perfect when you got to go somewhere, put it in somewhere where you can't reach it and you need to hold it like maybe a bolt on the other inside of the wall that you can't actually hold while you ratchet, this right here comes in handy. Crescent. This crescent wrench is like 20 in 1. I've used this for a hammer. I use the crescent. I've even used this right here to take screws and stuff out. Believe it or not, if you put this on top of a nut that doesn't fit and you put a coin right there, let me see if I can show you what I'm talking about. It's a circle. So you put your finger right there and you see that little empty space right there? If you put a coin or something right there, you can actually use this. You can use this. Adjustable. I can tell you right now that this adjustable, this is probably the oldest tool in my tool bag. I've had this since day one, people. I've been using this same one since day one. It's never let me down. Hasn't rusted. I keep it sprayed with WD-40, but this is a 15-year-old tool. This will be the next one. This one actually came in a big kit that I got from Freight Harbor. That's when I first started out. I didn't know what I was doing. If I would have knew that, I probably wouldn't have even bought this, because I hardly use vice grips. But they do come in a clutch situation. PVC cutter, pipe cutter, pipe in that bad boy. Bow, 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 bow. I keep this one. This is a smaller size, but I do have a bigger size because usually I run up on 3/4. I don't run up on nothing more than 1.5 inches, and this can get up to about 1.5 inches. So, but my other one in there, it can spread out about 3 inches, but that's a big tool. I don't need it. Pipe wrench. I've used this for a hammer also. Husky does make good tools. It's well balanced. Put it in your hand. I can't do it because I got this phone on here, but it balances. So you can sit down on the end of a ladder and it'll balance for you. Allen wrenches. I always need Allen wrenches. Wire brush. Believe it or not, this brush is cleaned off coils to the point where they look brand new. I know a lot of people out there say I wouldn't do that because you're going to scratch it, you can make nick it and do all that stuff. But if you spray your cleaner on there first to lube it up, when you go down this, the only thing it's going to do is pick up all the trash. And then just respray it again and everything done. You know, some people probably listen to me like, man, I don't believe that, don't do that. He tearing up people ACs. Believe it or not, I've done it before and I had never tore up an AC. So it works for me. It works better than that plastic, I'm telling you. As you know, Amazon buy of the year, of the century. Because I do have I got port-in cable, 20-volt drills, the impact, and the regular drill. But some days you don't need to carry all that weight on you. And there's not a lot of stuff in maintenance that you have to do where you need that much power of a drill. Don't get me wrong, they're nice to have, and you should have them, but I don't need that. This is good enough. Man, I done drilled off locks with this. I done drilled in hinges. I've even put in self-tapping screws with this. For this to be the way it is, I think this is like, let's see, this is 7.2 volts. To be honest with you, it worked like it's 16. So you see this right here, please get this, people. Or get anything like this on Amazon where you can change it around. If you're tired of your back being hurting when you come home from work because you got to carry a lot of tools, lighten the load. Get you something else. I keep my drill in my car or in the office, and if I need it, I come back down to get it. But I'm not finna carry that on my back. Gorilla Glue. Got to keep your Gorilla Glue, people. Extension. I always keep one in my bag just in case you're working with somebody and that other person need one, you know. Because usually when I work with my guys and we go together and we have our tools, this is one tool that they always don't never have. So I try to keep that in my bag. I'm glad it's still with me. This is for your bathtub drain. Drain assembly detacher. I don't know. That's the jargon that I speak. But this right here goes down your drain. Get something like this. Put it down in there because it has the spokes in it. Take it out. Boom. They have other tools like this, like a big long one, and you can use this to take off the little parts up under your kitchen sink and stuff like that. But you know, it is what it is. I'm old school. I get up under there with this, widen that bad boy out like that, and get up under there and be like, box cutter. I always need a box cutter. I keep a box cutter in my pocket when I'm not carrying my bag. Shout out to Chadwell. It's a good one. Universal socket. Believe it or not, people, this thing works. It actually works. I had to put a TV up on the wall for a resident, and I did not have the socket to fit the screws that she had. This worked with an impact gun, people. Putting a screw in a stud, it worked. I'm telling you, it worked. If you see this on Amazon, it's like $3.99. People get it. Get it. Just get it. Just get it. It's worth it. I always got to keep some ends for my sockets. This actually goes to this. This is what they send you when you get this. Isn't that great? But I don't use most of it. Like that drill bit, I've never used none of that, but it's good to have. At least I know it's there. Better have and not need it, and need and have it. Keep razors. Sockets for the end of my impact drill, or that one right there. These sockets are so important in maintenance and in HVAC. You wouldn't believe how many times you have to use that stuff. Some more. Screw extractor. I've used it. It works, but it just doesn't make any sense to me. Like the way it works, it's a learning curve to it to me. If I ever come across a screw that's stuck, I just get the whole thing replaced instead of using that. But I had to buy it because everybody said keep it in your cart. It's good for you to have. A couple little mini screws for your thermostat. This right here is handy. Schrader valve remover. This flips over from a flat. Phillips. Thermostats. It even says it when you buy it, like thermostat screwdriver. So only wire cutters I got in here. Look at this. Look how small it is. Husky. This is all I need. Cause I don't, like I said, I use my snips. Small crescent. Small crescent. For those little bitty areas. Okay, oh, here it is. Why is it on there? I wonder where that tool was at. Put you right back on there, boom. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give this like a 4.5. It worked, but it don't work. Cause I'll try to use it in a real tight spot and it doesn't even spin anymore. So you can't, I guess you can't have it bent all the way for it to work, but what use is that? What use is this to bend if you can't use it when it bends? So I'll probably wind up buying another one, a more expensive one. Got your Gallo gun, blow out condensation lines. This is what I'm talking about, the fan cleaner for your HVAC. This is garbage. I don't even know why this in there. What can I put in there? I can't put nothing in the bottom. So, well, YouTube and Juice Boxes just seen me throw away a tool out my bag. These are the cartridges that go to the Gallo gun. I keep 3 on you at all time. I always keep sandpaper. You never know when you got to sand something down, especially a line or something for HVAC. So I keep some of that. A little Teflon here. Teflon's good to keep. Tube cutter. Ratcheting. tight spots. Shark bite remover. Important, people. You'd be surprised about how many times a year you might use this tool. And if you can't find this tool or you can't use it, you can either use a crescent wrench, just like it, push it down on there, pull it off, or your adjustable. There's a way to take those things off, but this is about the easiest way I know. Got my fuse saver when I'm doing HVAC, so I don't keep using fuses, because that's horrible when you're burning out fuses trying to find out what's wrong. Keep extra fuses just in case. My electrical stuff, I got 2 socket testers here. I don't know why. I'm gonna put one of them on my cart and keep one of them in my bag. I like the small one. I keep the small one. This will go back. This will go on my cart, so I can have everybody can use that one. I think that one belongs to the property anyway. And electrical tester. Let you know if anything on. I use that a lot when I'm at a breaker box. This is my HVAC bag. This is what I take when I'm doing compressor changes and stuff like that. Any type of HVAC work, swag tool, flare tool, mirror, tubing cutter. If the stem is bad and you don't want to do all that, you can use this to take the stem off without having to cut the unit off. I got another, keep 2. Gotta keep these, people. Tubing cutters. Boy. And make sure you change your wheels out on them, because I done been on roofs with people and they sitting up there, it take them 40 minutes to cut a pipe. They be like, I don't know why it's taking so long. It's taking so long because because it's dull. I asked them, what besides copper do you cut with this? Shower rods and stuff like that. Stop doing that. Even though I do it, I tell rookies don't do it, because that'll create a habit. I can do it. I'm grown. I do what I do. I do what I want. So, juice boxes, that's what's in my bag. All this stuff you see on tape, this is all I need to fix anything inside of these apartments. Anything else, I just go back to my truck and get it, because I have major tools in my truck. So this right here, this is all I need to carry. I can fix anything in your apartment with these tools right here. There's nothing I can't do. So take a good look at this, guys. So if you're into maintenance, please try to get you something like this to start off with. It's real cheap. I say probably all these tools together, the most expensive tool on this table is probably either this or that. I know this one was like $29. Yeah, this is $40. So this is probably the most expensive thing in my bag. This is probably the most expensive hand tool in my bag. Yeah. Because I got this one, I caught that on a sale at Home Depot. Really, it wasn't a sale. Really, it was on the floor. And right there, it was chipped because it fell off the counter. So I took it to the counter and was like, hey, this tool is damaged. It was on the floor. Is there any discount you can give me? Guess how much they charged me for that tool? 55 cents, people. 55 cents for that tool. So if you ever in Home Depot and you see a tool that you want and it's on the ground, it's broke, something like that, man, take it back to the counter and try to make a deal with them, because at the end of the day, it's damaged. They trying to get rid of it. One of my friends went in there and got a whole socket set, like a 100-piece socket set for $5 because one of the sockets was missing out of it when he opened it up. They gave him, see, it's deals out there. Just got to go. For y'all guys out there who like Home Depot, I suggest you go to Home Depot. I've been to Freight Harbor. I bought some of their stuff. They got good stuff there. But they stuff, the quality of it is not, it's like when you go like, you see this? This is a flimsy, this is flimsy. That's flimsy. That's something that you can keep in your bag just in case you want to do some work or you need it on the job. This right here, this is well constructed. That's the difference. Lowe's, Home Depot. Lowe's, Home Depot. You see what I'm saying? The difference. So if you maintenance, Pick your tool. When you go buy your tool, put your tools in your hand. Feel them in your hand. Make sure that they feel comfortable in your hand before you buy them. Because don't have buyer remorse and get you a tool. And then once you get your tool, you mad about it. What you mad at? You bought the tool? You didn't try it out before you left the place? Nah, that's all right, sir. We don't do, ain't no returns on this. That's exactly what they're going to say. But that is all, everybody. Take a look at it. Take a look at it. See what you like. Subscribe. Give me a like. Bobby out.